So, Adam, I went to see Dune Part 2 last night.
As written, the listener gave. As written, sir, you saw Dune Part 2 last night. My God. My God.
And that's what we're talking about this evening. And what Adam was saying was hello everyone and welcome to Movie On Up in Harkonnen.
Yep.
Well done, Adam.
You don't need to fact check it. Just trust us on that one. Dune, the Dune special.
This is it. Adam's about to go see it in an hour's time for a second time, and
Yep.
I got out of the cinema last night at about 9 p.m. having watched it. I watched Dune 1 the day before, and you caught the double bill in the cinema, didn't you?
Yeah. Oh my goodness. What an experience. I've never done a double bill. Sorry, I have done a double bill, but not one that goes into that late in the night, and seeing a film literally 1 minute past midnight of the release day. So that was really exciting. I feel like my relationship to the film and my thoughts on the film are very much tied to that. So in my mind, it would be good to see the film on its own as a standalone kind of trip to the cinema, because it really felt like you were saying yesterday when you came out that it really is a 5-hour film. It continues so beautifully together. So in my mind, it's kind of like, oh, that happens straight away. But no, I want to see how it kind of picks up without having the immediate context.
It really does pick up like the second the film finishes, because they're still carrying Jamis's body, aren't they? Like, I think it's well done. But like we said, I think it's weird because I think it would suit a TV show. I think you could split this 5-hour film down into 8 40-minute episodes and it would still work. Obviously, the budget and the cast wouldn't be the same, but I think it really is just one long thing. I don't think you're going to be able to watch I don't think you're going to be able to watch Dune 1 and not go on to watching Dune 2 straight away. I think it's become its own sort of thing.
Absolutely. I mean, for the listeners, we'll give a bit of context about what the films are in just a moment, but let's just talk about the hype around Dune Part 2.
Right.
I've got some screenshots here of some of the outlandish quotes that people have said around this film. It's been incredibly well received. 10 out of 10 across the board for most people.
As a preface, I think I am a bigger fan of Dune Part 2 than Adam currently, but nonetheless, we are both saying it is a great film. But I think Adam is a little less inclined to say how great it was at the moment until he's seen it in an hour's time, and then I'm thinking he's going to come back and say, "Yeah, this film is great."
I think I'm in denial because everyone's just said 10 out of 10, 10 out of 10, and I think coming out the cinema at
4 a.m.
Gone 3 p.m. I think it was.
AM.
Sorry, 3 a.m. Yeah, oh my goodness, it was a lot. And it really wrote off the Friday, I'm not going to lie. It was very unproductive, but it was such an event in the cinema. I will say, perhaps part of the reason why I wasn't immediately mind-blown by it, the audience I saw it with were really quite dead. Like, so I saw it in iSense, sound just blasting, visuals striking me in the eyeballs. And it just, I wish that the audience was a bit more vocal, because when the film wrapped up, people just kind of walked out and left. Like, there was no real chatter outside. Everyone, understandably, at 3 a.m. just went straight home. But I didn't hear anyone say, that was amazing. Like, I didn't have that.
That's interesting, because being that these people in that screening had been there since 8 p.m. and then had watched the first one and watched the second one into 3 a.m. in the morning, that's like a dedicated fan base of film people or of Dune fans, isn't it? And to not imagine them at least being like a couple of like, I know in the UK we don't do it much, but when I saw Endgame and Spider-Man No Way Home, I had like hollering and people like clapping and then that I thought that would maybe be the kind of reception it got from the showing you went to, but no, obviously not.
It's like, it's not even that tiredness would have been a thing, I don't think, because as you say, they'd be devoted fans seeing it at that showing. it was the jokes that Stilgar makes in the film. They didn't really laugh at them. The action scenes, it was just really, really very silent.
It was been there on your own, basically.
Yeah, it was a fairly busy screening as well. So I don't know if everyone was just totally. Maybe they were all asleep. I didn't look behind me. I was quite near the front, so I didn't get much of the atmosphere. When you're looking down on the other viewers.
You can usually sense it though, can't you?
Yeah,
like,
for
we
sure.
we always get the recliners now because we're near the front because of the Odeon Premium or whatever. But you can usually sense, like like last night, people were laughing at Stilgar's jokes on my showing. Like I think they landed quite well actually. I thought. It was...
Maybe though, I guess it isn't a particularly positive ending in the film, so maybe people did just walk out feeling a bit solemn.
Well,
I don't know.
We've got to wait 4 years for the next one.
Yeah. Anyway, let's talk some of these hyped up comments that we've seen. One here from Dune Part 2 Countdown, that's his actual Twitter account. Everything you've already heard about Dune Part 2 is wrong. It's even better than that. Truly out of this world filmmaking and storytelling on every level. I am in awe. What else?
I mean, that's expected with the account name Dune Part 2 Countdown.
True.
But...
Another person said, just finished seeing Dune Part 2. This is the greatest movie I've seen in the last 5 years. It's up there with Oppenheimer and Killers of the Flower Moon. 2 films that came out in
literally a couple
less
of months
than a year
ago.
Yeah. I do not see any other movie this year being as good as Dune 2. Absolutely mind-blowing, 10 out of 10. We've got Joaquin Pockles here, verified account.
Lovely.
So he's either famous or quite rich. He said, I was hyped to oblivion, and after seeing it, I can tell you I wasn't hyped enough. Though I am a fan of the first, and the books obviously as well, I have an additional bias, but having overwhelming hype be shattered feels incredibly good. What else?
I think they're kind of insane.
Dude could have been an amazing Anakin in Revenge of the Sith. I think that's actually quite a fair comment.
Yeah, that's fair.
Oh yeah, the scene where he shouts
at the mother.
Yeah,
that's so good.
Someone said, exactly, this is all in caps, exactly my favourite scene to ever existed in cinema history. What the fuck? So
God. I mean, it's really good, but it is really good. Like, and I will watch it again.
Someone else said the absolute best moment of my life, the best thing I've ever seen.
Jesus.
Yeah. You get the idea.
I don't think there's a single film I've ever felt that passionate about.
No.
Why are we in? Maybe we shouldn't be in film podcasting, Adam. But I can't think of a single film where I've come out being like, "This is the best thing I've ever witnessed in my entire life. Best day of my life."
I'm too indecisive. Maybe that's it. Anyway. Dune, what's it about? It is an adaptation of Frank Herbert's book. I believe it came out in 1965.
Sounds about right.
And it basically follows Paul Atreides. He is the heir to the House Atreides throne, I guess, or Duke is the the higher up level they have. He is pretty mild-mannered. He's quite noble. This is in the first film particularly. And he starts out pretty reluctant. But his mother, played by Rebecca Ferguson, who plays Lady Jessica, she is a member of the Bene Gesserit, which are basically these space witches that have been orchestrating across generations for centuries. They've been trying to breed people and come up with this perfect sort of super-powered, clairvoyant hero, I guess, that's going to save the galaxy,
journey, isn't it? Yeah, we've all seen this in Star Wars.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I mean, Star Wars is particularly.
It's being talked about at the moment, isn't it? How obviously George Lucas takes a lot. I don't think that's fair, but we'll get onto that maybe in a bit.
Yeah, you can kind of see aspects of this in every blockbuster ever since, really. So, it's definitely a very influential piece of media. And finally, yeah, it's had I think a TV series in the early 2000s or late 90s, and they also did a film in the 80s as well, which I think both were pretty
Have you
shoddy.
watched clips of the film?
I've seen clips of the fight that they have.
Yeah, with the shields.
yeah.
And
Looks like
the
cuboids.
scene where he shouts silence at the Bene Gesserit mother as well.
Yeah.
It's quite good to watch, like the comparisons, but
Yeah, it's
kind of mad that Sting plays the person who... the Baron's nephew.
yeah, Fade Rother, isn't it?
That's
Yeah.
it, Fade
Yeah, and then Dune Part 2 picks up. Basically, they decided to split the first novel in two. So Part 2 picks up, tells the rest of that narrative. At this point, Paul is leading more into the idea of him being the chosen one, called the Lisan al-Gaib or the Muad'Dib. He's got lots of names, and yeah, I won't give too much away, but there's basically loads of. My favourite part of the film, I would say, is all the Harkonnen in-house fighting.
For sure.
I loved all that stuff.
I think the Harkonnen stuff is the best stuff in the second as well. I think it's really great. It's such a different kind of setting. I think because we've seen sandy dunes on Tatooine and Jakku and in Star Wars for years. So then it's cool to get this really weird black and white world with like weird creatures. Like in the first film, there's this weird spider person.
Yeah.
And nothing is said about it. And it's like, what? Okay. And all this like black goo, and it's so cool. The whole Harkonnen stuff. I love it.
Yeah. It's great. So as we've said, Austin Butler's in it. He plays one of the cousins of Baron Harkonnen, Baron Vladimir Harkonnen, which we were just saying off air. There's probably some political satire there. But he's played once again by Peter Skarsgård, Bill Skarsgård,
No.
Stellan Skarsgård,
Stellan.
one of them.
Alexander, Stellan, the Nepo family of Sweden.
Swedeland.
There's like three of them, isn't there? There's Bill, who's Pennywise. There's Alexander, who's in Succession.
Yep.
And then there's another one as well. And then there's Stellan, who's most famous for Mamma Mia.
Yeah. And now, what was he in that everyone loved?
Pirates of the Caribbean.
Is he in there?
Yeah. He's
He's in loads of stuff.
Orlando Bloom's dad in Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yeah. And Andor as well, that's what I was thinking of, yeah.
Oh, yeah. And Thor.
Yeah. Avengers film score, I forget he's in them.
We were saying this. He is probably one of the actors who has been converted into Lego figure most. Because he is in Dune as a Lego figure, Pirates of the Caribbean. He's in the Avengers Tower as that guy from Avengers. Yeah, he's four figures in Lego. So
Wow.
Up there with Samuel L. Jackson.
We've got no figures. When's that going to happen? When are they going to do the Lego movie on Upset?
I'd be a big fig. I know I would.
I'd be the little Ant-Man
micro doll.
Oh dear.
Should we touch on your first impressions of Dune 1 when you saw it originally?
Yeah. So,
what did you think of Dune 1 as a solo film?
Cast your minds back, listeners, to October 2021. It had been delayed because of something happened in 2020. What was that?
I can't remember that.
I don't know, but it was delayed a bit for some reason. And finally came out. It was probably one of the biggest releases post-pandemic. That was it, pandemic.
Oh, yes.
And I think the hype was real for that as well, because I didn't know anything about the books. Went along with my little brother again, saw it in iSense, and I thought visuals were stunning. I mainly went to see it because I'm a big Oscar Isaac fan, as previously discussed, and spoilers, but his character's not in it much. Doesn't make it out of the first film, so I really did miss his presence in the second film. I'm not gonna lie, but that's totally just a personal gripe. I feel like his character Duke Leto Atreides is the only grounded character in that universe. Like everyone else has got.
Seems normal, doesn't he?
Yeah.
He seems like a normal character. Yeah.
But he's like a perfect dad. Like he's really supportive. Right. Yeah. So I was a bit bummed that he didn't make it out of the film. But apart from that, Jason Momoa's in there as well as Duncan Idaho.
Duncan. The names in this universe as well. What's that about? I guess it's similar to the way you've got Luke in Star Wars, but Paul Atreides, Duncan Idaho. Like, who are these people?
It's good fun. You gotta laugh. I really enjoyed it when it came out. I think my biggest complaint about it was that it felt quite slow. So in my mind, because I didn't know the narrative, when the Duke does get offed about halfway through, I thought that was the end of it was wrapping up. That's halfway through. There's another hour and 15 afterwards, and that all felt quite sluggish to me because I was like, man, I really thought we were about to finish. Then it keeps going. And what is there is really good, because when I saw it for the second time last week, because I, for whatever reason, just hadn't watched it since, I loved it. I thought it went from being like a 7.5 to about 8.5, pushing 9. Nice. I think at the moment I prefer Dune 1. But again, it's probably because Oscar Isaac's in it, and it's just I love that whole scene with the ornithopter as well. All
when
the
the wings
vehicles,
fold
yeah.
in and it dives down. That was
Ah.
like I was sat watching it at home, and when that happens, I was like, I sat up in the seat,
yeah.
like, oh wow,
You
that was
feel
cool,
it. The drop and everything. It's so good. Yeah. What do you think of Dune when you first saw it?
Fairly similar. Not I mean, it was great, but not the biggest fan in the world. And the amount of hype behind it is insane. And I think that's what kind of struck me with the Dune 2 marketing campaign, is that people were so pumped for Dune 2, and I felt a bit like, oh, yeah, I'm excited for it, but is it that big a thing? I was really kind of shocked. It's great. The cast, I mean, they overlay almost the same and add a few great new additions in Dune 2, but Dune 1 cast is great. I think it's a really good set the stage, and we've already said this, but I really think that it's one film. You can't watch one without the other now. And you just said there that Dune 1 is your favourite. You prefer Dune 1 at the moment. I do prefer Dune 2. I think it's a little faster paced, a little more. Dune 1 isn't slow. It's not slow, but I think I had the same thing where I have no clue where the end goal is. I'm so like, I have no clue when this is going to end. So I don't know what's the penultimate, what's the middle,
What's the significance of
I
this
just don't get
mumbly
it.
talking? Yeah. Which is what the listeners ask themselves each week. Yeah, I think I was excited for Dune Part 2. I think we did. Did we say it was one of our anticipated films of 2024? I'm sure we did.
One of us definitely did, yeah.
Yeah.
I think you did, yeah.
Yeah. I don't think it disappointed me. I just think that it had been so highly reviewed and received. Yeah.
Overhyped, yeah.
I just went in, I was like, okay, I'm ready. And I think I was pumped. I'd had a little alcoholic beverage in between the two films, I'm not going to lie.
How did you hold your piss in, Adam? Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Well done.
Yeah. It hurt.
I don't know if we've spoken about this, right? But my enjoyment of films is really, like, held back by my want of wanting to go for a piss halfway through a film.
Yeah.
If I see a film for a second time, I enjoy it more because I know when I can go for a pee.
Yeah.
Jacob, who I saw it with last night, went for a pee as Dave Bautista's character flew out to destroy their holy city. So he missed nothing because it was fine. Yeah. He left when he flew out, and by the time he got back, they hadn't done anything. And then I was sat there like, oh, I should have gone. And I was sat for the whole rest of the film like, when can I go? I can't miss any of this.
Your legs shaking.
You're so perfect. This film's good. I can't miss any of it though. So I think you might also enjoy it more. Like you said tonight, seeing it for a second time, already seen it once. You know what's happening. You know what to expect. You can just revel in it.
Yeah. So we'll focus more on Dune Part 2 now, I suppose. Timothée Chalamet returns. Zendaya, who was teased a little bit in the first film.
Interesting, because she was in the full marketing for that first film.
Yeah.
Full front and centre on the poster, and she's not in it.
She's maybe in it for 15 minutes.
Yeah, and if anything, 80% of that's covered up by like a filter where she's a vision. So, yeah.
So she plays Chani, and she's this member of the Fremen. The Fremen, by the way, are the tribe that live on Arrakis, which is this desert planet that we keep talking about. She forms a bit of a connection with Paul, bit of a love. Well, yeah, they definitely they shag at one point, don't
they? Yeah, they do. For sure.
I have to say, of everything in this franchise, that is the most unrealistic thing. If you were on that planet that is apparently so deadly, last thing on my mind is a bit of, I was thinking about the water consumption. Yeah.
Because they
were sweating. What a waste.
They're not allowed to. The whole thing is that they're not allowed to sweat, not allowed to spit. Stilgar was like, don't throw up. Don't throw up.
Meanwhile,
they're going at it in a tent with sandworms underneath them. Like,
how did that not sound the sandworms?
It's fine. Timothée Chalamet's got no rhythm, so...
Confirmed. Unless there's a sand walking technique for...
Right?
Oh, I don't know. Let's not think about that. Oh dear. I will certainly be thinking of that when I see it tonight. Christopher Walken's in it.
What amazing casting. When I was sat there, Jacob doesn't watch many films. Jacob went, Is that Richard E. Grant?
Jacob, if you're listening, I'm unimpressed.
How amazing would that have been, though? Richard E. Grant, you are. But no,
They should get him in the next one. He would totally
he
fit
would
this world.
totally suit this world.
He'd revel in
He's
it, wouldn't he?
eccentric, like, yeah. How good is Christopher Walken casting?
Paul Atreides, you are Lisan al-Gaib, has written just fantastic.
Christopher Walken did not like hide or tone down his Christopher Walkenisms either. The way he was speaking was like someone was doing an impression of Christopher Walken.
It was to the point where I
laughed.
It somewhat
Yeah.
took me out of it.
Yeah, I laughed. There was one line he said I cannot remember. I wanted to remember it, and then I've forgotten now. But there was one line that he says. I was like, "That's someone's doing an impression there. That's not him."
Now you
What
listen.
a bit.
I've got Muad'Dib.
It's so-
Yeah.
Your life and saviour, Florence Pugh, is in
Florence
this film.
Pugh.
Small role, similar to Christopher
Well,
Walken's.
It was the smallest role, but the best role.
You
in my
really,
eyes.
really. She taken front and centre there.
Florence Pugh is just majestic.
How great did she look when in the finale scene where she's got like this armour on with the spikes? How cool!
Even
was
in
that?
chainmail, even in like
Yeah.
little jagged
like swords,
pocket
poking through her
knives, she
face.
looks great.
She
Yeah.
looked
Who else have we got? Leah Seydoux.
I think she was probably the best person, small role in this film. I think for what she was in it for, maybe 7 minutes, and I think she was great. I think she was absolutely great in this film.
She slotted in very well.
Yeah, like she just. It's kind of weird because she just was in, got pregnant, and left.
Yep.
And
The character this is.
not Leia Seydoux personally.
And then we've also got Josh Brolin. He returns as well. He plays Gurney Halleck, which is the kind of head of the military, I guess, in the first film for the House Atreides.
Did you know he was
He's-
in this?
So
So was it a shock when you found out he was alive?
No, I think I did know he was going to be in it. Yeah, I sort of forgot because he doesn't come into it until maybe 2/3 of the way in.
Yeah.
I forgot that he was going to come in, but I didn't. Yeah,
I wasn't. I can't. I remember him dying, but he dies off screen, doesn't he? Technically, like you don't see him die. So I was kind of shocked when he rocked up. I didn't realize he was in this one. So yeah.
he's actually really funny in it as well.
Yeah, he is funny.
I saw him on an interview with Stephen Colbert, I think it was, and he's hilarious. I wasn't expecting it from Thanos.
Yeah, it's funny. Whenever he talks, you just hear Thanos,
Yeah.
especially in that first film where he goes, "I am smiling."
Yeah.
It's just oh, Thanos the
Mood,
Titan.
what's mood got to do with it? You fight when the necessity arises.
He's good. He's really good in this.
And then Dave Bautista's obviously back as Glossy Raban. Do they at any point say his full name? I don't
No,
think
they
so.
just say Raban.
Yeah.
Kind of a small role again.
Yeah, I thought he was the bit that got the biggest laugh at me is when he's speaking to the little tech guys in the room at the very start.
He smashes
Yeah,
the
yeah.
guy's head.
One of them fails him. He just goes like,
Just over and over again smashes his head.
it's like kill them all. So good. Yeah, he's a lot of fun. And then
Javier Bardem.
yeah.
Stilgar. Great, really good. All the TikToks of him are hilarious. With
Yeah.
oh, it is as written.
He's definitely had the biggest impact, I think.
Yeah.
Well, outside of Austin and Timothy, I think. We never actually spoke about the popcorn bucket as well, because we don't have it in the
Yeah,
UK.
right. I wish we had it in the UK. I'd love to grab one of them.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, just to eat popcorn out of that.
Yep.
Not because it looks literally like a sex toy.
I bought the Dune cup there, which was, I think, 10, but yeah, easily over 10 quid, I think. And again, we were just saying about the toilet, but what a silly idea that they give you such a huge cup
Yeah,
and
insane,
fill it
isn't
with
it?
drink. Like, well, do you want me to watch the film that I've paid
Yeah.
to see or not?
I don't get it. I think and they're all like, it's refillable. Well, yeah, I don't want to refill it. I'm not even finishing one because I want to watch the 3-hour film.
Honestly. Well, actually, I should have bought a Madam Web cup because that would have given me an excuse to leave.
Yeah.
Oh, well. So Greg Fraser, I'm not sure how to pronounce his first name, but he is the cinematographer. He's done work on the Batman. He worked on the first Dune film as well. he's the real MVP of these films, isn't he?
So good.
I mean, the cinematography is probably the most, just the most artistic, and that is truly staggering. I think no matter what you think of the actual narrative of the film and every other aspect, that is undeniably perfect.
Are there any like scenes or like shots that stand out to you?
The duel at the end is really cool.
When they're fighting in the shadow. Yeah,
that's very much like when Batman and Catwoman are on the top of the high-rise building and they're like about to drop a criminal off the roof. It's very much like that.
Yeah.
What other scenes? I really liked, obviously, when he's done the speech and he lifts up his blade and then it's just a crowd in front of him and then the nukes go off as well.
Yeah, fly over.
Yeah.
It's like he was going to turn to the camera when that happened and you just see all the smoke in the background.
Turns out it is cooler to look at the explosions.
Yeah,
so. Right. How about you?
Yeah, the reason I asked was because I was going to bring up that scene at the end with Austin Butler and Timothy fighting with the blades. The scene on, I can't remember the planet's name.
AD Prime?
Yeah, Prime, where it goes black because of the sun. How cool.
They shot it on infrared and they have fireworks that look like ink blots.
Yeah, how cool.
Phenomenal.
I think that scene really got me. I think that was the bit where I was like, damn, this is a cool movie.
That's what I'm most excited to see again, I think.
Yeah, that was so good. And the way Austin Butler is great. Austin Butler annoys me, I won't lie. His whole Elvis thing.
What, he's just too good?
Insane. the whole method acting where he became Elvis and then literally wouldn't lose the accent.
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm just a little actor trying to film my role. I think we're gonna boogie over to House Harkonnen and we're gonna have a good time. Thank you very much.
Butler's here with us. I saw a thing about how he just showed up one day on set and did because he sounds like Stellan in this, doesn't he?
Yeah.
And he just showed up one day. He wasn't asked to do that. He wasn't asked to do like the accent that Stellan Skarsgård had. He just showed up one day and did it, and he did it really well. They sound great together. Really love the Harkonnen stuff. I think it's so cool, and I'm kind of gutted that that's it with it. I mean, I haven't read the books.
It's definitely secondary to all the Fremen stuff, which actually, that's one of the biggest compliments I can give this film is, as a rule of thumb, I don't really like the idea of a desert. I know that sounds like they don't exist in real life, but I don't ever want to be in a desert. If I find myself in a desert, I'll be angry, unless it's right by the Sphinx or something cool. Yeah. I don't want to be there. It looks hot, it looks awful, and it looks bland. And I think Tatooine is never one of my favourite locations in Star Wars.
Yeah, I find deserts boring. I find them boring. Yeah.
I don't think that's unfair to say. It literally is just an expanse of bland colours, of earthy tones, and nothing. And it's literally
people travel to see them, don't they, and love it. Some people, but I just don't get it either.
And obviously that is the main focus in both these films. There's a lot of orange colours and things like that. But I think this film particularly, I was kind of not too stoked to learn more about the Fremen particularly. I was like, right, so there's going to be loads of scenes just in the very centre, just in the middle of nowhere. And actually, it made it look not only exciting, but actually really fun.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind being a Fremen. Riding the sandworms. Yeah. I thought that looked goofy as heck in the last film. Or, when people explained the books and was like, oh, by the way, they ride sandworms for desert power and stuff. I was like, what? And then actually seeing it, that whole scene where he's trying to mount it for the first time with the kind of picks, trying to get into it. Yeah, that was so exhilarating. And the fact that they made that some of the best scenes actually in the film.
Yeah, for sure.
I was properly blown away by that actually.
Have you got any standout moments from the entire film that were like your favourite bits? We've already said the black and white sun part was awesome. Is there anything else?
I thought one bit that really has stuck in my mind quite a fair amount, and not necessarily for a good thing, it just made me feel really unsettled when Lady Jessica takes the poison initially. That was like, I had like my hands over
what
my
have
face.
we done? Like, she's pregnant.
Yeah, that was creepy. Yeah.
The witch stuff's cool.
It is.
The witch stuff's really cool.
I'm a little bit nervous to have to sit through it again because I'm like, oh, it's a little bit creepy. But
and when they use the voice, and I mean, we've already said about it, but the bit where Paul is because obviously you have the bit in the first film where what's her name? Sorry, Mother.
The Reverend Mother.
Reverend Mother, that's it. So she tells Paul silence and pulls him to his knees in that first film. And then that same Reverend Mother is there in this film, and Paul tells her silence, and then she like falls to the ground, and it's so cool.
What is it she says? She like mutters something
Yeah,
to
Yeah, what does
She's
she?
like, abomination.
Yeah, abomination. All right, lady. Like,
I'm down.
this man will kill you.
That's me when I'm like coming home on the bus and some old person gets on, and then there's another guy that's like kind of my sort of age and he doesn't move. Which is
When
just there like
someone doesn't
staggering into the
stand
pole. Oh, abomination.
Abomination. And the sound design's great. It like proper echoes around that room.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's great. It's so good.
The whole final battle, I think is pretty cool. I do think it was perhaps over quite soon.
I didn't think we were going to get the battle in this film. I thought it might end with him looking at all the people holding the dagger, and I thought, oh, is this going to end here and we're not going to get that final battle and that's going to be saved for the next film? But I'm so glad we did. But it was over.
I think otherwise it would have
quick.
been quite like The Hobbit and the Five Armies, that sort of
Yeah,
vibe.
big
Don't get me wrong, I don't need an action sequence. I feel like this might sound like I've got some
Yeah,
attention span issue, but I really do think that. Same with Napoleon. I really miss, and I don't know what, I can't think of anything off the top of my head that I want to compare it to, but I want an action scene that properly is like, that I can watch it and it'll be like 20 minutes long. And I don't think Dune Part 2 gives me that. Not that it needed to, but I think
You didn't
what
see
is there
much
is good
fighting.
enough.
Yeah, you didn't see much fighting at all, really. Because
The sequence I did actually like, you've just reminded me, is when they are underneath, I can't remember what vehicle it is, but they have to like dodge and they're trying to load up the rocket launcher and they have to hide underneath the legs and stuff. That's really cool.
Yeah, that is cool. Yeah.
And when the Fremen jump out the sands,
Yes.
and the whole opening sequence as well. That's another shot that's in my mind when
the men
when
are
the
floating
Harkonnens are
up.
floating up.
Yeah.
Oh.
How cool's that? It's so different as well. I feel like 80% of the films would do them with like rocket boosters and they'd shoot up, but it was so weirdly graceful in the way they kind of just slowly escalate up. It's I'm not a huge sci-fi guy other than Star Wars. I'm not particularly a big sci-fi guy, but this has makes me want to go read the books.
Yeah.
I mean I think there's 6 books that were written by Frank Herbert, and then there's like another 8 that are written by his son, and they're apparently not very good. And the final book is unfinished.
Right.
So apparently the person who then finished the book didn't do a very good job. So it's one of those things where if you start reading, you need to be prepared to be disappointed. But it makes me want to start reading. It makes me.
How much do you know about the way the whole narrative goes? Because it gets weird. Like I've watched a 20-minute breakdown of it, which I know is very surface level, but
I mean, I've seen the whole thing with the sandworm child that
yeah.
comes into being, and like this weird. Yeah, it gets very weird, doesn't it?
It doesn't even feel like the same narrative.
Yeah,
really.
that's it, though, isn't it? Because there's weird elements like with that weird spider creature and the black sludge and the creatures in the arena that were there, like guarding them. Like, what the hell are they?
They look cool, yeah.
There's little weird elements, but it's not really focused on it, is it? It's just a bit sci-fi.
It's background detail.
Yeah.
I think one of the things we said before going into this film was that we worry that Dune isn't too accessible. And like we touched on at the start of this episode, I don't think Dune has the kind of gravitas in the UK that it does in the US.
No.
I don't think there's the demand for it. So I don't know if the book was just bigger in the US. That's probably the case. Don't quote me on this because I'm just sort of speculating here. But
no, I agree. I agree. Yeah.
I think I was worried that Dune isn't accessible enough to have that much success at the box office. But I think with the hype online, and I think from what I've seen on the app and stuff when trying to book tickets for the showings, it's
Sold
been
out.
very busy.
Really busy.
I'm quite happy that that's the case. But I think there's just some people, I think there's no in between. This is the thing. People that have seen it, want to see it, probably know a lot about the books already, or certainly have an understanding of the first
an
one.
interest, yeah.
And therefore they really like it. Whereas I can think of several people in my life that would have no interest in this, and if they saw it, they wouldn't give they wouldn't give a shit.
Yeah, my dad is asked for. My mum and dad are always struggling to find new TV shows, new films to watch, and they asked me to send them a list of stuff they should watch. And I thought, oh, I'll put Dune 1 on there. They just won't get it. My parents would not get this film. They just wouldn't.
Yeah.
My dad just about gets Star Wars. Like,
One of my mates, I fear, has ruined Dune 1 for himself as well because he started watching it. This is Jacob Dyer, if you're listening. I don't think he does listen to the film, to the Moving Up podcast. But yeah. Anyway, he started watching it Tuesday night after a night out. So he was obviously
it is confusing.
influenced by Tipple, and then didn't get very far into it. Of course, he probably fell asleep, and then started watching it yesterday evening. Because we were going to see it tonight, he's had to pull out, unfortunately. But he restarted it because he didn't remember any of it, and then sort of watched it, but it didn't really click with him. He said it's quite slow. I'm like, I totally understand that. I think I don't know how well it will track if you watch it at home, and I know that sounds like we're being employed by the cinema chains, but I just don't think it would.
Especially if
you really do need to be in the world because it is so good at submersing you in this.
Yeah, it's right on the sound, the noise production of the noise, all the weird like bassiness of it, all stuff like that. I think either if you've got a good home setup, it could work with like interactive lights and. Like that's what we've got at home. We've got all like the lights that match the screen, and we've got the speakers that are good as well. So like we were watching it there, and we were like properly immersed. But if you're watching this on a small screen or a laptop or an iPad, or you're watching it 10 minutes on your phone while you're on the train and going to finish it later,
oh my goodness,
it definitely won't hold you. Like,
yeah, I don't think that's a
starting to sound
knock
like
on the film.
Scorsese over here, aren't we?
Yeah.
Like, cinema's not meant to be watched on your phone. Like.
I've seen a lot of people compare it to Avatar: The Way of Water as well, which I think is just a case of recency. But I do kind of see it. It's all, it's a sprawling sci-fi world with a prophecy and things like that.
Yeah, tribes and I get it. But then, like we said, I think that's just
but beyond the sort of visual capability and the the long run time. I don't think there's that much. That you can
there's no sand in Avatar. It's all water, isn't it? So
there's a bit on the beach, but no certainly no sandworms.
Certainly no worms.
Do
do you like the design of the worm or not? The mouth. I think it's horrible.
I don't. I know I said I'd like to be a Fremen, but I really don't want to be anywhere near those things. They look really unsettling. I don't like them.
Have you seen the design of the 80s one?
No.
So I think the design in the 80s one is better.
Let's have a look.
The design of the worm, I think it's kind of cooler, but yeah, it's really unsettling. If it's like weird whale bristly teeth, it's not very nice.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
It's a bit more Sarlacc pit.
It's got like 3
sort of mouthpieces.
Yeah, I quite like that.
Teeth.
That looks more friendly.
Yeah, maybe that's why I'm saying it. Yeah, that one doesn't make me feel sick.
Yeah. We've not even said who directs this film. Denis Villeneuve.
Yeah, that's it. We're keeping that in. Let me tell you, Denis Villeneuve.
Denis, if you're listening, I'm sorry.
That's why we haven't said his name, because we can't.
Denis
Villeneuve, right? Yeah. Or would you pronounce the V?
What did you say?
Denis Villeneuve.
Yeah, I'll let you say it.
All right. Who directed Dune 1 and Blade Runner 2049? I haven't seen anything else he's directed.
I think he did Arrival, Sicario. Yeah, I've not...
People are saying like, yeah, that's it. He's up there with Nolan, Scorsese, all of these, Fincher, like all of these huge ones that are crazy good.
Yeah, that is very high praise. I'm sure he is. I need to go back and watch some of his other work. Yeah. Is there anything else you want to bring up about it?
Briefly, I think it's interesting that they've split the first book in 2, and Denis has said he's only going to direct one more film, and it will be Dune Messiah, which is the second book. Isn't it weird that they won't split that in 2 as well?
Yeah, but then I've seen the size of the books compared to each other. The other one is about half the size.
Right, okay, that makes sense then. Okay, that's fair enough.
Yeah.
I'm worried for I think this could genuinely be like Lord of the Rings, Star Wars, Dune. I think it could be a proper like legendary, wow, this is a great trilogy, or this is a great sort of like that.
Certainly in the world of adaptations, yeah.
Yeah. But my worry is where it goes after this next film, which, we all being well, we do have to wait 3 years for probably.
Mm.
But where are they going to go after that? It's crazy to think.
I think he's doing another film in between as well.
Right,
Another book adaptation, so
maybe 5 years till the next film.
yeah. I don't mind waiting. I feel like those two films together, they are complete enough.
They are. It's good, isn't it? Yeah, it's a complete thing with a sort of a sort of a cliffhanger, but not in the same way the cliffhanger from the first film.
Mm. Cool. So there's our thoughts on Dune Part 2. If you want to get in touch with the show, you can do so. Share your thoughts with us. Go on Instagram. Our handle is @MovieOnUpPod. And our email is movieonuppod@gmail.com.
So, Adam, have you seen this trend that is rabbiting along on TikTok recently? Where people are doing try not to give the same answer as me.
Yes, yeah.
So
I like it. It's good fun.
It's good, isn't it? It's good fun. We've got one for each other here. You have to say a question, and then you've got to try not to say the same answer as the other person. We are obviously doing ours film-based. And we've got one for each other here. So there's 5 different questions on my side, 5 questions on Adam's side.
Yeah, so I'm just going to quickly go through. I'm going to write down my answers first.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to change them because that would be cheating.
That's true.
And now on TikTok, the idea is you kind of get as far through the list, but you get knocked out.
We won't do that, but
we'll just see how many we get. Yeah.
So I'm going to start, Adam. First question. Get ready. Name a Star Wars film.
Okay. Star Wars. Star Wars.
Any Star Wars film.
Return of the Jedi.
I had Attack of the Clones, so you've got one.
Ooh, good. Okay.
Name a Christopher Nolan film.
Interstellar.
Same one, Adam.
Oh no!
I got Interstellar as well. There we go. Classic. Knew it'd be that
because
you saw.
Inception.
Because what one did you see in the cinema the other day?
Yeah,
that's why I chose it.
I thought that'd be the obvious one.
I thought you'd say Oppenheimer as the main one, but I was like, I'm gonna go Interstellar. You saw it the other day in the cinema. Number 3. Name a Star Wars spaceship.
Ooh, the Millennium Falcon.
Oh, okay. I was gonna go for that, but I thought it was too obvious.
What do you go for?
Y-wing down. I was hoping you'd go a bit obscure there, but no.
I was going to go for Poe Dameron's X-Wing.
There we go. This one, relevant to today's thing. Name a character from Dune 2.
Fade Rother.
I did not. I had Stigler, so
didn't know how to spell it.
Yeah, didn't know how to spell that. And then the last one. Name an actor whose first name is Robert.
Oh no. There's only one that I can think of off the top of my head. Robert Downey Jr., but you probably put that down.
Yeah, put that down. Nah.
What are the Robert? Oh my goodness.
Pattinson?
Oh yeah, of course.
2. Is that the only 2 I can think of?
Yeah, those are the only 2 actors named Robert
ever. So you got 3 points there, Adam. Well done. Pretty good.
I'll take that.
My go.
Brace yourself. I've gone for... No, I won't tell you what I've gone for. Okay.
Consider me braced.
Play along at home, listeners. Question 1. Name a Spielberg film.
E.T.
You're in the clear. I went for Schindler's List.
Lovely.
Yeah. Cheery one.
Yeah.
Name a Star Wars villain.
Captain Phasma.
Oh, screw you. I went for Kylo Ren.
I was going to say Kylo Ren.
If I go for a sequel trilogy one...
I was going to go Kylo Ren. I was like, no, he loves Kylo Ren.
No, I don't. I love General Pride.
Yeah,
played by Richard E. Grant.
Richard E. Grant, friend of the show.
General Hux. Name a Jurassic Park character.
Samuel Jackson's guy. Fucking hell, what the fuck is his name?
Yeah, you've stumped me there. I can't remember.
That's not good if I can't remember his name.
One-armed man. That's his name.
One-armed man holding to your butts. You went for Jeff Goldblum's, didn't you?
No, Ellie Sattler.
Oh.
I thought you would, but... okay. Name an actor in Oppenheimer.
Who played President Gary Oldman.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, no, that's all right.
Yeah, and I get a 5. I get 5 points.
No, there's still one more.
Oh.
I went for Florence Pugh. Predictable.
You're obvious.
Yeah. Can I just say, if I too was faced between my long-standing lover and Florence Pugh, I too would also pull a Paul Atreides and be like, yeah, see you later, love.
I'll marry you.
Yeah, on the spot.
He also gets the whole universe with it as well. So
It's also the way in the film he doesn't really say it. I guess we've gone into spoilers heavily now, but
it's fine. End of the podcast.
in the film he kind of says it like, oh, I'll take your daughter's hand. Like he doesn't seem very fussed about it. It's just kind of like, fine. You're like,
Fine. Florence Pugh will do, I guess.
yeah, right. I'll take your daughter, because of political. I guess she looks like that, Like,
She's in chainmail right now. It's fine. Can I also just say that while we're here in spoiler territory quickly, I feel like they didn't make a big deal about him being a Harkonnen.
yeah. Oh
Then
my
she
gosh,
just goes-
I forgot about that.
Yeah, like, oh, you're a Harkonnen. He's like, what?
Yeah, and it's
Okay,
like,
move on.
that's how we're gonna win this war by being Harkonnens.
And that's
Like, okay,
it.
mate.
And then he's like, goodbye, grandfather.
Yeah,
And kills him. And he's like, hello, cousin.
you die like an animal.
Like, they just make no deal with that. That's such a, like, Luke, I am your
Dare
father.
I say a flaw?
I think that would be the only thing, actually, I'd pick out. I was meant to say this in the main review. The only thing I'd pick out would be, yeah, like, make a bigger deal of that. Make that a good old 5-minute sequence of him being like...
That flew so under the radar, I literally forgot about it until you mentioned it.
Yeah, like, literally, his mum is literally the daughter of Stellan Skarsgård.
The villain of the whole thing.
main villain, yeah, like,
Oh dear.
crazy.
Anyway, final one I've got here is name an actress with the forename Elizabeth.
Elizabeth Debicki.
Oh, I went for Banks. So you got 5 out of 5.
5 out of 5. We should bring this one back. This could be. We should take.
Did you go for Debicki because she's in The Crown?
I did. Yeah.
Nice.
We should total up these scores and do one of these rounds every now and then. I think this would be a good one to keep track of.
Yeah, my goodness, yeah.
And now we're heading over to Caine's Corner.
Hello, everyone. You thought you could go an episode without me? Think again. That's my catchphrase now, apparently, because I just said it twice in the space of about 5 episodes. Anyway, can't believe you two geezers are still here doing this podcast in this little room. How you boys doing?
We're all good, Michael. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm all right.
Adam's just nipped to the toilet. Coincidence, he's missed you, isn't it?
Oh, right. Oh, well, that's a shame. He's my favourite of the two. Right. So, as you all know, as every listener knows, off by heart, they know all the words to my book. But I always thought it's nicer when you actually get the author and the writer to be the reader as well. So I'll go to read it out, and you'll all go to listen. Let's get that jazz music on. Come on, John. Play the record. Unless I have to do an accent, because that's a part of the performance, I stick with my usual voice. When I was playing gentleman characters in The Last Ballet and The Eagle Has Landed, or Stalin in Then There Were Giants, or Wilbur Larch in The Cider House Rules, the accent was part of the performance. But I always prefer to use my own voice, because focusing on an accent will take at least 50% of my concentration, which will be more usefully directed at somewhere else. In any encounter, the energy and effort you put into hiding your true self is energy and effort that could possibly be put to better use.
He says while doing an accent.
There are times for all of us when we elect to be less than the fully authentic to fit in. But when you can, take pride in being precisely yourself.
Interesting that coming from an actor, Michael, but thank you very much.
Thanks, boys. I'm just going to nip off to the toilet. I hope that Adam comes back soon.
You just missed Michael, Adam.
What?
Michael popped by, read another little extract from his book.
Who's Michael?
Caine.
Michael Caine was in this studio.
Michael Barrymore. What do you think?
Michael Barrymore as well. Oh my God. What, and you didn't think to come and get me from the toilet?
No, you just missed him.
I was just watching the Dune TikToks in the toilet. I was just sat there.
He said he'd pop back next week, so you can catch him then. And after that lovely little reading from Michael, now we're heading to our A-list star in our impression repertoire.
Lovely. I love this A-list star in our impression repertoire.
Who are we adding this week?
This week, there's no, as we said before, there's no rhyme or reason to these rankings. And frankly, I'm impressed if any listener remembers where we put anyone last week, because I sure as hell can't. I haven't yet written up the list. So at the moment, it doesn't really matter where they go.
We're busy with dissertations, okay?
Yeah, some of us are doing a degree. So this week, I think let's stick to the film we've just seen, Dune Part 2. Who should we add?
I mean Christopher Walken, right? Out the door. Right. Go on, cue impression.
I can't do it.
Yeah.
You know I can't do it.
Oh, we've said this on episode
do the
1,
clock,
probably.
Like, I put
Barbie.
your father's
yeah,
my ass or something.
We've said probably on episode 1, but when we first met Adam, he on literally the first day he did an impression of Christopher Walken for us, and we were all like,
"No, it was an impression of Jeff Goldblum."
Oh yeah, of course it was. Sorry,
you're like, "Oh, who is that?" I'm like, Jeff Goldblum," and I think I think Ewan went, "Who?"
Yeah, and then we went, "Oh, Christopher Walken," and it escalated and escalated, and it became an insane running joke that all of Adam's impressions sound like Christopher Walken.
And yeah, I can't do correct. I mean, let me try. What does he say?
Bobby, Dune, my Arrakis,
my daughter. No, oh my gosh. I mean, what is that?
Ladies and gentlemen,
ladies and gentlemen, it's my privilege to bring you Foo Fighters.
It sounds like when John Travolta goes, "The wickedly talented Adele Dazeem."
Adele Dazeem.
Right, Christopher Walken, where's he going on the...
I'll be honest, beyond the impressions, I just recognise him from loads of shite films. I know he's in some really good ones. I know he's a very well-respected actor. But
like Jungle Book.
But I think he's in a couple Adam Sandler films. I
think he's in some absolute trash, yeah. Should we have a little look, actually? I know he's in the Jungle Book remake they did, the live-action one. And then he's in A View to a Kill.
He's in Click, that's what I'm thinking of. He's also in a film where a man gets turned into a cat, I think. He's in Batman Returns. I forgot about that. He's a little sewer rat, yeah. He's the kind of businessman that's working with the Penguin.
He's obviously in Pulp Fiction.
He's in Kangaroo Jack. Yeah, top of the list.
Yeah, he's in View to a Kill. That's the main things I know from Pulp Fiction, View to a Kill.
He's in so many trash films, though.
He isn't in that much that I recognise, if I'm honest.
No, I don't even know him.
I've literally seen him in Dune and Pulp Fiction and View to a Kill and then the Batman, but I can't even remember him in that. Oh, and Hairspray. I've seen him in Hairspray.
God, it's kind
Is he at the bottom of our list, Adam? I think he's at the bottom of our list.
God, it feels quite harsh, but I think looking at his...
I mean, there's only about 5 people on that list at the minute, so it's not too bad, but...
Yeah. Sorry, Christopher, but I mean, someone's got to be at the bottom. Who did we have on the bottom last week? Would it have been random... just regular Peter Serafinovich.
Yeah.
Or,
I'll put him under Peter Serafinovich.
Yeah. Because Christopher Walken wasn't in the Peter Serafinovich show, so...
True.
You know...
And we're going to go meet Peter Serafinovich.
I bet Peter Serafinovich...
Walken.
Peter could do an impression of Chris, but I don't think Chris could do an impression of Peter.
I don't think Chris can do an impression of anyone. He's just himself in everything ever.
Yeah. Right. Well, sorry, Chris. You're walking on over to the bottom of the list. Well, hey. That's why I do podcasting. Who else are we adding? Timothée Chalamet.
You only good at impression? Well, there's chocolate. And there's chocolate.
Only Wonkers makes your eyes pop out their succulets. Wow.
I've never been a huge fan of Timmy until this film. I think he's actually very good. I've always thought he was all right, but I really think in this film he's been like, wow, he is a good actor. So good on you, Timmy.
He's not my top 10 actors, but like he's not. When I think of actors, I probably do now, following Dune and all the hype and the amount of times I've seen his face on my phone. I probably would just always think of Timothy. But I think the films I've seen him in, he's really good.
Yeah, Call Me By Your Name.
I've not seen that one, but I know
that's the thing. That's his first big one. The King on Netflix.
Little Women. I love him in that.
Little Women.
He's
Small Women.
He's in Interstellar, as you caught me out for that.
Is he?
Earlier. Yeah, he's he's Matthew McConaughey's son.
I'm not very good at these. Why do we do a film podcast?
I'm not very good at these films.
I can never remember them.
He is in Don't Look Up though, which I thought was absolute garbage.
Is that the DiCaprio one?
Yeah, we'll have to talk about this film at length because I remember this film.
I don't want to waste 2 hours.
Yeah, I don't want to really rewatch it. I'll read the Wikipedia page, but yeah, I really didn't like it. He's in the French Dispatch as well, which I
he is.
Which I enjoyed.
Yeah, he's great. He's actually great. I've never been a huge fan, but no, he is a good boy.
You heard it from us, folks.
Good boy approved.
Timothée Chalamet's done his homework.
He is a good boy.
And then should we add one more person for this week?
Yeah, okay. Who else was in this film?
I would say Florence Pugh, but I'm a bit biased, so I think let's hold on.
Okay. Well, where are we putting Timmy on the list?
Sorry, yeah, let's actually do the format of the game.
Yeah. Timmy goes above Peter Serafinowicz.
Yep.
Below Michael Caine.
Yep.
And below Richard E. Grant. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
One more.
Austin Butler.
Bottom.
No, I think he's great.
He's great.
I like
he's
his...
so irritating.
No, he's not.
Yes, he is.
Mate, he is. He's big time sexy.
Even
like,
as
he
Bold Man in
is
this
smouldering.
film.
He is. Like, if I got anywhere near him as a straight man, I'd melt. You know, I'd cave.
Even when he showed up on Sky
Look at him.
Cave.
Even when he looks like trash. Even when his hair is buffoon. Look at that man.
Yeah. I mean, even as bold Baron in this, I was like, yeah.
I'd run my hand over your smooth head.
Your
wait. His actual head. Wait. Wasn't even an intentional. Oh dear.
That's
Wait, clip that up.
That is not getting cut. Yeah. Okay, that's fair enough. He's a great actor. He really is good, but he is so annoying.
You're not an Austin Butler fan at the moment, then?
Where are we popping him?
I think he's good. I have literally just seen him in Dune Part 2 and Elvis. So it'd be unfair for now. We should say this list can change.
Oh, yeah. Once we've got a visual representation of this, we can proper go for it.
What we're going to do, we don't own this room. We're just doing this in a...
do, yeah.
Yeah, right. We could buy a lock. We could just, But we're going to build basically a set in this room, and in the corner we're going to have a big old board, magnets, everything, proper Top Gear style. Yeah.
And we're going to rank them and move them every week when we see new films. Like, if we see a film with Richard E. Grant and Richard E. Grant is shit in it, he'll be going down.
Yep. Sorry, Richard. No one's immune.
No.
Yeah. So I think Austin Butler, I guess we've got to find a middle ground, so we'll put him towards... Do you want to put him at the bottom, though?
No, should we say, let's put him...
Is he above Christopher Walken or lower? It feels bad putting Chris at the bottom, but yeah, it's happened now. Are we putting Christopher Walken above or... Sorry, are we putting Austin Butler above or below Christopher?
God, this is really difficult, Adam, because they are both great, but I'm going to say for the moment, let's put him below Christopher Walken.
Okay.
But this list is going to be going on forever, so there'll be plenty of people. Let's put Dakota Johnson at the bottom and then Austin Butler above Dakota Johnson.
Yep, there we go. That makes it all feel a bit better. Yeah.
And on that note,
I don't even think Dakota Johnson would mind. Like, she'd be like,
she said this film's shit. So.
Yeah. She would not mind. Yeah, that's our list for now.
That's good.
So that was our Dune special. Thank you very much for tuning in. We appreciate it as always. Do follow the show on socials if you aren't already. On Instagram, we are at Movie On Up Pod. The TikTok is inbound. I literally meant to do that today and I just forgot. So that's my job for tomorrow. And we're going to have like impressions videos. If there's any trends, we're no doubt going to jump on them.
Yes, for sure.
Probably little sketches, maybe vlogs of going to the cinema, just fun little bits.
Pissing about. Pissing about. We think it will give it a bit more life rather than a boring Instagram, which the clips on that are great, but it's quite a bit of effort trying to clip them up.
We've now forgotten for a few weeks and we've written it off. So.
I've got 5 more to go do. But yes, you can get hold of us and follow us on Instagram as well. We're still going to run that account. That will be at Movie On Up Pod. And like we said, we're going to do the TikTok, which will be the same name. And then if you've got any questions, any recommendations, anything at all, some views, tell us what we're doing good. Tell us what films to go watch. You can email us at our email, which is movieonuppod@gmail.com.
Love it. Yeah. As always, get in touch with your thoughts of Dune Part 2.
Next week, we're going to be diving into there's no new films, really, that we need to cover for next week. So we're going to do
There's Vindication Swim about some woman crossing the channel by swimming. I'm not sure what that is.
I think we're going to do one of our like missing links. So a film we haven't seen or something like that. We'll go do a little special one. So, yeah.
Yeah. Sounds good.
Thanks for listening.
We'll be back next week, same time.
Bye for now.